Welcome to the next video in our mini-series on how to become a management consultant. Okay, in this video we're going to take a look at educational requirements. So what do you need? Well, I've mentioned through this series a couple of different websites if you're just thinking of getting into management consulting, and they were the National Careers Service and the Prospects website as well. So I'll put the links in the description below and on our blog page as well. Essentially, you are going to need some A-levels and an undergraduate degree. I think that you're likely to then need what I would term sort of category-specific qualifications, but I really want to highlight that work experience is really key. So let's just kind of go back on some of that a little bit. If you're going to work as a management consultant in something like strategy development, then you're probably going to need a business or a management related undergraduate degree, and then probably post-grad qualifications that are going to support that. Whereas, for example, if you go to uni and do a degree in geography because that's what you're interested in, then that's great. You could still move that towards working in, I don't know, environmental or sustainability, or other aspects, waste sector maybe, or whatever. I don't know. Just things that are likely to directly relate to what you've covered. If you've got a completely unrelated bachelor's degree, you did a degree in French and art history or something, then I would imagine that's actually fine too, but you're going to need to steer yourself a little bit more once you're getting into you might need a grad scheme or something that's going to make you a little bit more relevant and stand up against any kind of competition. So A-levels, yes. Relevant undergraduate degree, likely. There are apprenticeships. You can apply directly. There's graduate schemes, etc. If you've already got a degree and you feel like it's unrelated to what you want to be a consultant in, the area you want to consult, then I think get some advice, get some careers advice, and speak to people in that sector with regard to what it is that they need, because I'm sure there's every chance you could still get where you want to go. I think I've already highlighted, but I'm just going to highlight again. I think work experience is really key. In a consulting role, preferably, or probably in an analyst role, which I did mention in one of the previous videos. So, junior consultant roles can be quite competitive and fiercely competitive in at some levels, but yeah, get that kind of analyst role and get a little bit of leadership experience as well if you can. So maybe try and lead on some kind of client interactions, or some facilitated in some groups, or whatever it may be really. So the work experience is absolutely key. In terms of postgraduate and other vocational qualifications, what I would say is useful here is, I don't necessarily feel like you need an MBA, like a Master's in Business Administration. Again, you may if you want to do strategy development or something, but it's not essential. You might actually want to do something like, so the core skill set I would say is things like change management, project management, stuff where you've got a methodology for leading people through a process. The analysis I've mentioned, business, bid writing, report writing, those sorts of skills, as well as gaining experience, like I mentioned, the leadership, so facilitation, influencing, communication skills, those sorts of things. So those would be the qualifications that I would kind of recommend for this stuff. So up until 2020, certainly to my knowledge, there's no like sort of specific competency framework. There was nothing that says you must have these things to be this kind of consultant. The Management Consultancies Association and the Chartered Management Institute have been working together, and they've produced this competency framework and a career pathway and so on, and I'm going to go through those in a later video. We offer the Chartered Management Institute Level 7 in professional consulting, which is very popular. And it's actually quite popular with, certainly we're finding, with people who are already experienced consultants. They've got a number of years, but they do want to go back and consolidate their experience, get further qualifications. So you need to commit to ongoing learning throughout your entire career as a management consultant anyway. So I hope that's useful. If you've got any questions or comments, or do please kind of comment and sort of maybe share your own experiences. More than happy for you to challenge as well. If you disagree, then that's great. Always open for the conversation, because I think it will really help people who are watching these videos, who are trying to make sort of choices and so on. So do get involved in the conversation, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks.